I'm here for other children. I'm here because I care. I'm here because children everywhere are suffering and because 40,000 people die each day from hunger. I'm here because those people are mostly children. We have got to understand that the poor are all around us and we're ignoring them. We have got to understand that these deaths are preventable. We have got to understand that people in third world countries think and care and smile and cry just like us. We have got to understand that they are us. We are them. My dream is to stop hunger by the year 2000. My dream is to give the poor a chance. My dream is to save the 40,000 people who die each day. My dream can and will come true if we all look into the future and see the light that shines there.
That is Rachel Corrie. That's when she was in 5th grade. 3 links will be provided in the description below. The first is the vanguard of the Jewish Bund within Germany. And yes, I would say that as they continue, they will find themselves as a vanguard, because what they're doing with these videos, and which are taken from their real protests, is making monumental waves. Not in Our Name. Welcome to Not in Our Name, part 1 of 2. And as we go through all this, there will be many things that will be presented here. This first clip you saw, as I said before, was Rachel Corrie when she was in 5th grade. And what I'm going to provide you with next is a compilation from a playlist. So actually, yeah, that's right. Make it 4 links. The first link will be a link to the Jewish Bund of Germany. The second will be Palestine Education 1 of 2, and then Palestine Education 2 of 2, which I do hope other people go and see that, because that has a lot to do with what the current topic of discussion is. But this compilation, and like I said, the fourth, I will give you a 4th link actually, because it will be actually the compilation from this presentation, which is and like I said, the link below will be a playlist from Dr. Weisfeld's channel. So I do hope you enjoy this checkpoint, filmed by Dr. Weisfeld as it was happening. The headlines read, March 8, 2018, Jerusalem Al-Quds checkpoint crossing into Palestine. This is some of the best footage, because I still think that 2018 had the best footage from Dr. Weisfeld. I would say that anybody who's really paid attention to the channel should. So, even after seeing this, I hope that you go to the link in the description and press like on all 19 of these videos.
Here's the Kalandia demonstrations warming up here on Women's Day, March 8th, 2018. Sign here says, international legitimacy resolutions relevant to the Palestinian cause shall be applied. Okay, we're taking over the street now. Here comes the demonstration. There's a banner in the front of the demonstration. Here's all the media, of course. Here's the banner.
بدنا نشوفها.
النظارة السوداء ايوه
حاجز سد وبوابة
حاجز سد وبوابة اسمع احتلال
ما فيكم واحد رجال
ما فيكم واحد رجال
ما فيكم واحد رجال
ما فيكم واحد رجال
يكسر ايدك يكسر ايدك
يكسر ايدك يكسر ايدك
كل رصاصك ما بيفيدك
كل رصاصك ما بيفيدك
Okay, we're marching towards the checkpoint of Kalandia right now. Here we are, we're taking up the street.
هفوفة مش بس هيك بنعرف هيك من
Colonization and Resistance and Wall Resistance Commission, PLO. 1948.
وين الاعلام يا معلم؟ وين الاعلام؟
In the siege on Gaza Strip.
وزعنا بدك علام؟
No to murdering women. Protection for women and children. Settlement is a crime, must be stopped. Shukran. You're welcome. Now we're coming up to the checkpoint here. There's the mural of Arafat and Marwan Barghouti. There's the wall. There's some lettering upside down, war is over. That's the John Lennon slogan. Yoko Ono. Stop the wall. There's some sort of a shot. Whiff of gas. Demonstration continues. Another shot. Sounds like a rubber bullet to me.
برا برا يا احتلال
was still stinging even though I have the mask on.
Yeah, I know, but I've been doing a lot of places like that. It's not working. I think it's actually good to see. This new one. Yeah. They update their chemical.
No soldiers in view, just gasified.
There's some families hanging about.
Megan, it's this tight. It has to be tight.
Some demonstrators have made it through the gas and are here up at the checkpoint now.
واعلنها احمد جرار فليسقط غصن الزيتون فليسقط غصن الزيتون
والتحيا البندقية
والتحيا البندقية والتحيا البندقية
وينقاوم عيد الكرة ينقاوم عيد الكرة ينقاوم عيد الكرة
كبيرة عدد كبير من النساء اللواتي وصلنا من غالبية
عاش الثامن بالغابات أسهم بالقوة والإسلام يا صلاح تطلع كل العيون تطلع كل العيون لو بسقط منا مليون لو بسقط منا مليون طالع فجر الحرية طالع فجر الحرية أرض القدس عربية أرض القدس عربية عاصمتنا الأبدية عاصمتنا الأبدية محتلين مجرمين محتلين مجرمين انتوا القتلة الفاشيين انتوا القتلة الفاشيين إسرائيل دولة إرهاب إسرائيل دولة إرهاب مثل إرهاب النازية مثل إرهاب النازية وإحنا منها ما بنهاب وإحنا منها ما بنهاب شب محد الصامية شب محد الصامية
التي تصنف بأنها حوادث كبيرة تفصل مدينة القدس عن بقية الأراضي الفلسطينية. نشاهد هذه هتافات ونشاهد أيضا مشاركة من أعضاء المجلس التشريعي من النساء ومن غالبية الفلسطينيين الذين واللواتي وصلنا إلى حاجز خلندي القدس.
يجب مسامحة. نموت وتحيا القدس. نموت وتحيا القدس. نموت وتحيا القدس. نموت وتحيا القدس. والشهادة أحلى عرس. بيت المقدس في القلوب. بيت المقدس في القلوب. دم يسال في الدروب. دم يسال في الدروب. بيت المقدس في العيون. بيت المقدس في العيون. ارحل عنا يا صهيون. ارحل عنا يا صهيون. ارحل عنا يا صهيون. ارحل عنا يا صهيون. انسحاب 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 انسحاب. جيش الموت والارهاب. جيش الموت والارهاب. جيش الغازي ارحل عنا. جيش الغازي ارحل عنا. عاش الثامن من آذار. 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 يا أسير يا أسير. يا أسير يا أسير. يا أسير يا مجروح. يا أسير يا مجروح. ودمك هدر ما بيروح. دمك هدر ما بيروح. وفلسطين بترد الروح. فلسطين بترد الروح. ونحييها ونحييها. نحييها ونحييها. وضربوا طخوا هدم بيوت. ضربوا طخوا هدم بيوت. ما بيرهب عزيمتنا. ما بيرهب عزيمتنا. يا مرحبا بك يا موت. يا مرحبا بك يا موت. حتى ناخذ حريتنا. حتى ناخذ حريتنا. نكتب على المسدس. نكتب على المسدس. حق الأسرى مقدس. حق الأسرى مقدس. يا ترب يا خنزير. يا ترب ويا خنزير. يا ترب يا خنزير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. يا ترب يا خنزير. يا ترب يا خنزير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. نتنياهو يا مسعود. يا نتنياهو يا مسعود. للمستوطن عرض كبور. للمستوطن عرض كبور. للمستوطن عرض كبور. للمستوطن عرض كبور. يا ترمب يا خنزير. يا ترمب يا خنزير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. صفقة قرنك ما بتمر. صفقة قرنك ما بتمر. يا ترمب يا خنزير. يا ترمب يا خنزير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. يخرب بيتك شو حقير. صفقة قرنك ما بتمر. صفقة قرنك ما بتمر. واحنا الشعب لحمه مر. واحنا الشعب لحمه مر. واحنا الشعب لحمه مر. واحنا الشعب لحمه مر. تروح البنت يا زلمه. انسحاب انسحاب انسحاب. جيش الموت. جيش الموت والارهاب. انت غريب في موطننا. انت غريب في موطننا. ما في حل ما في حل. الا خروجك يا محتل. الا خروجك يا محتل. ما في حل ما في حل. ما في حل ما في حل. نتنازل عن عصمتنا. ارحل 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 يا محتل. فلسطين ما بتنزل. فلسطين ما بتنزل. فلسطين فلسطين ما بتنزل. ارحل يا محتل. ارحل يا محتل. فلسطين ما بتنزل. التحدي والإصرار هد الحاجز والجدار صوت يا عم صوت منا والله علمناها ومنا استعملناها ومن الخليل علمناها ومن غزة علمناها نجم بسماها ما برهبنا يا احتلال ما برهبنا يا احتلال حاجز سور واعتقال واحنا رضينا عن نضال صرنا بهذا الاستقلال جيش الغازي ارحل عنا انت غريب في موقعنا سياستكم عنصرية اسمع يا محتل
مصر انا جاي اضرب يلا
الحرية جاي مال الظلم عيل هادم
Gas bombs going off on front there.
واجرات الفاشيات يلا سوا للقتال وللدولة الهوية أرض القدس عربية عاصمتنا الأبدية مهما تطخوا يا ضباط يسلكوا حيوا مطاط شعبنا قرر إسقاط الإدارة المدنية بدنا نعيش محررين بدنا دولة وهوية القدس عربية نموت وتحيا القدس والشهادة أحلى حر
Entrance is allowed only public transport buses.
تعالوا
Checkpoint is shut down.
الشهداء بالملايين
Okay, here comes demonstration right up to the gate. Here's some gas.
تحيتنا للاعتراض الكون الصهيوني خلاص بس
القدس عربية القدس عربية هي
Pushing the gate back open. Come on. More soldiers coming in.
شهداء بالملايين القدس رايحين شهداء بالملايين
The soldiers running back for some reason. Gates been pushed open again, closed again.
حاجز سد وبوابة حاجز سد وبوابة حاجز سد وبوابة حاجز سد وبوابة هذا هو الإرهاب هذا هو الإرهاب حاجز
Gas
سد
projectile gun.
وبوابة حاجز سد وبوابة
Sound on. Coming off. Another one. Another one. That was right close.
جيش الموت والإرهاب جيش الموت يرحل عنا أنت غريب في موطننا أنت غريب في موطننا
Here comes another one. And another one. Another one.
يا جيش الإرهاب
Another one close.
القدس عربية
عزيزة أنا بنت قائد إطلاق حاجز هولندا العسكر الإسرائيلي الكامل وقبل الصوت
Demonstrators are continuing. Soldiers don't know what to do now. Anti-sound bomb thrown back. There's another one. Here comes another. Oh, he's thrown one close.
بالطبع هذا العام هو عام استثنائي
القدس عربية القدس فلسطينية
he's getting ready to try something. They're going to open up the gate. They're going to advance now. It is ringing now.
ابعد عن البوابة يا عصام شوي.
ليش فلفل؟
ليش فلفل؟
My job, Dad, killing the Palestinians. I am killer. Yes, you are killers.
Bist du Jiden? Du bist es nehmen. Du bist nicht kein Jiden, du. You're not Jews. You're not Jewish. You're just Zionists. You're just soldiers. You're doing nothing for the Jewish people.
احنا وياها. واجماعات النبية. يلا تعالى بالنضال. للدولة والهاوية. برا يا جيش الإرهاب. برا يا جيش الإرهاب. من أرض العربية. من أرض العربية. يلا
صبايا وشباب.
انتفاضة يومية.
انتفاضة شعبية.
اهلا عبد الله.
هون القدس، هاي بوابة القدس، فيش قضية أكبر من قضية القدس وكل الشعب الفلسطينية، إحنا شعب تحت الاحتلال، القدس أكبر من أي شيء، هذا عنوان اللاجئين والقدس، هون اخترنا هون، حتى رأينا سلميا إحنا حاطين شعار، سلمي واقفين بيضربوا علينا غاز مسيل للدموع وأشياء غريبة وقنابل صوت، وين هاي صارت؟ وين الديمقراطية؟ إسرائيل نازية. اضرب جايين بس شعار معمولكم شفتوا مسيرة سلمية وين بالعالم؟ مسيرة سلمية
هذا شو اسمك انت؟
ملأ
لا بس اسم عادي. اسم ايه؟ اسم محمود بن يوسف.
Checkpoint still shut down. Okay, let's go count the soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 soldiers with nothing to do. They cannot stop the demonstration. They cannot stop the checkpoint being closed down. Something coming. You think you are Jewish? You're a pogromist. Pogromist. Die bist a pogromist. Du bist nicht kein Jid. You're not Jewish. You're just a Zionist pogromist. Do you understand? Pogromist.
Fascism. You are fascism.
That's right.
Tell your kids what are you doing? Zionist.
You're feeding fascism.
Your families, what is your job? I am killing the Palestinian kids. You are occupation. No occupation. No occupation lasts forever. No occupation lasts forever. You will see. Palestine is Arab country. Jerusalem is the capital of Palestine. You will see. Oh, read. They brought us you from your countries to kill us. You came to kill Palestinian kids, Palestinian women. Go, tell your children the stories before sleeping. What did you do tonight? I killed a Palestinian woman. I killed a Palestinian kid. Go.
It's true.
Go! What? Why we are here, Bob? Dad, why we are here? We are occupants. We are occupation, the Palestinian territories.
Das ist Emes. That's the truth. Du weißt die Jiddisch? Nein. Du weißt gar nicht von Jiddisch. Because you're not Jewish.
Yes.
Trained to be a Zionist soldier. That's all you know. Go to university.
You are killers. And if you don't find anyone to kill, you will kill yourselves.
Here comes everyone. These prison walls imprison them as much as it imprisons the Palestinians.
يلا خلاص
Sorry. What do you work for?
YouTube.
YouTube.
AB Man, YouTube.
AB Man.
Yeah, I'm from Canada.
From Canada.
I'm Jewish anti-Zionist.
And how long time you've been here?
A month, but I'm staying for 4 more months. I come here every year to work in solidarity with the Palestinian revolution against the occupation and against the Zionist state also. What we need is a federation of peoples, for people to live together, not for one people to step on another people's neck. It's not necessary. And it will be broken. This occupation will be broken. No doubt in my mind about that.
And how long time you've been coming here?
Since 2003, when I was in Balata camp, with the International Solidarity Movement. Then the occupation was inside the camp, all day long. And they've been pushed back, and they will be pushed back further and further.
And
Now I'm working with Tanweer in Nablus.
Tanweer.
Tanweer Palestinian Cultural Enlightenment Forum, the center.
Good. And how many people are you working?
We came here with the whole bus from Nablus. Yes, mostly women, of course.
Yes. And what do you like? Now was a march for women, but it became something to protest against the decision of Trump to declare Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
Yes, this is a delirium, a delirium. This is an insanity. They think that they're setting up a Crusader castle in Jerusalem. And they think that they're putting up a new crusade in the 100th anniversary of the Balfour Declaration, 100th anniversary of General Allenby from England, who walked into Jerusalem and said, "This is the last crusade," because they thought that they had won. That they will be in permanent occupation of Palestine. No way. Every crusade has been defeated. This one will be defeated as well.
Can I take your name, please?
I'm Dr. Abraham Weisfeld. Abraham, same thing.
Ibrahim, what else?
Weisfeld.
Weisfeld. How do you spell it?
Weizfeld. And I'm a doctor of political science.
Okay, where?
From Canada.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you.
After a few stones were thrown at the tower, gas grenades were fired and one went into a truck here which is caught on fire. The windshield has been broken. They're dousing the fire. There's the gas grenade that started the fire. Imagine if that hit a person. Still smoke coming out. Good coverage here. The roof is burned as well. Oh, right through the window here. Here's the gas canister. Spurred ceiling. There's the dashboard. And there's the window through which the gas canister, this one here, came smashing through.
وين ياسمين؟ ما انا واقف مطبق له على
Imagine the force, this force smashing into a person.
الشرموطه وانا طرق لي كمان واحده على اساس شفت انا قاعد بستناه يجي يجيب لي واحده بالعامل.
This is Donya, French journalist, doing their coverage live on Facebook. Look up Donya.
انا برضه يعني تنادوا طبعا طول الوقت ما ينفعش السياره غلط روح توكل على الله مع صلاه روحي ديري بالك انت بامان تعالي سلم على المدام وكل واحد بس انا بتقول بشتغل سلام دير بالك على حالك
الدولة انت كسرت كل القوانين مش قانون واحد. ما شاء الله الأمم المتحدة ما هي عندها، لازم تقرا القوانين وبعدين تستغلها.
كنت بدي احكي لك انه قمعوا هاي المسيره وانت دائما موجوده في كل المسيرات، هل هذا القمع بيثنيكي عن الصمود والبطيء؟
بالعكس هذا بيزيدنا الا باستمرارية، لأنه مش مهم توقفت أنا وين بضرب غاز ولعت كل الدرجة ورا. بالانتفاضة هاي لأنه مش قاعدين بس هاي على المستوى الدولي، إحنا محليا على قد فراشة مد إجريت يعني قد ما بنقدر نشارك بالمسيرات بالمظاهرات بالانتفاضات، هذا واجب على كل إنسان كل امرأة.
لا يعني هيدا تقريبا
فإن شاء الله يا رب نوصل للهدف تبعنا. العالم كله الأمير الحي عنده الحرية والسلام والعدالة، فإن شاء الله يا رب يعني نمشي مع بعض لنحقق الهدف الأسمى يعني الانتهاء من إعلان هذا أولا. زي ما ذكرنا هذا بالحصل فلسطين قبل 5000
بقرار يعني فهم كانوا مستعدين إلنا
Excuse me because I'm filming. Thank you.
كانوا مستعدين إنه أول ما إحنا مشينا بالمسيرة هم بلشوا يضربوا علينا مسيل الدموع.
شو بتشوفي أهداف هذا القمع والضرب يعني لتثبيت إرادتنا؟
So this next one is a clip from November 4th, 2023.
No more money for Israel slaughter! 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 Hey Joe Biden, what do you say? Hey Joe Biden, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Hey Joe Biden, what do you say? Hey Joe Biden, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Hey Joe Biden.
Hundreds of anti-Zionist Jewish rabbis among hundreds of thousands at the National March in Washington, D.C. on November 4th, 2023, in solidarity with Palestine, calling for an end to the Zionist genocide on Gaza and the occupation of all Palestine. Protests include the slogans, "No more U.S. aid to Israel," double exclamation point, "Lift the siege on Gaza now," also double exclamation point.
Martin Niemöller was a German clergyman, a Protestant, who watched Hitler's rise to power as though he were a member of the audience. In 1944, as a prisoner in the Nazi death camp at Dachau, he wrote the following. In Germany, they came first for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was a Protestant. Then they came for me, and by that time, nobody was left to speak up.
It is essential that we speak out. The majority of the Jewish diaspora nation is officially in opposition to the nation-state of Israel, which is not based on Judaism or Jewishness. It is based exclusively on Zionism. Because of things like Operation Paperclip, the fact that the early Zionist settlers were in league with the Nazis, and the fact that the Armenian genocide, it took a long time for it to get recognized within the United States. It was actually recognized by Trump. And we also know that Trump is no friend of anybody. He did his own opportunism there. But the Nakba never ended. The Holocaust never ended. And they both tie into something that has not ended, and that's the Crusades. Which is one of the strong points of what Dr. Weisfeld has tried to convey. Zionism, Nazism, apartheid, even in South Africa, this is like the powerhouse of white power unfolding. When the First Crusade took place, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim blood flew through the streets because of the Western Church. The Oriental churches, which had been more accurate in their catechism and in their traditions, because they had the actual heritage paper wrote back to the movement in Palestine that the Nazarene was part of. So one of the things that we see is that the new crusade is done with the Star of David instead of the Western Cross. But it is for all the world to see. This genocide is occurring over Gaza. Dr. Weisfeld recently, on November 5th, 2023, did a protest in front of the Jewish Civic Center that he had been arrested previously for entering inside. Now, we are all opposed to the police, but the funny thing about Dr. Weisfeld and his brilliance is he knows how to use a contradiction within the state, and he can fall back on the civil society. What you will see is certain people tell him basically, shame on you, these Zionists, in their faux outrage. And then, you will see also as well some of them in agreement with Dr. Weisfeld. He's not breaking any laws, so that's the funny thing about his strategy, which is quite brilliant. This clip was taken by Robin Edgar on November 5th, 2023. Headlines read, SPVM at Dr. Weisfeld protest outside Jewish Community Center Sunday, November 5, 2023.
It is Sunday, the 5th of November, 2023. I'm outside the Jewish Community Center in Montreal, and I'm waiting for a Jewish activist to show up. He wants to exercise his right to go to the Holocaust Museum, perhaps the public library,
He had been arrested on criminal mischief charges for doing nothing more than writing "And a Free Palestine" on a poster that was promoting Israel. So he had a 100-meter perimeter placed around the building that he couldn't be in. He, to make a long story short, contested that, and he was able to get the conditions reduced to allow him to basically go inside the building. He just could not go inside one of the offices in the building, the office of the organization that brought rather questionable criminal charges against him. So I'm just waiting for him to show up. I just thought I would record a short little video about that. Earlier I was standing on the other side of the street near the entrance. Oh wait, I think I might see him. Okay. I think I might be in the background by the flag. So I'm gonna walk over there with the camera running. And we got the police over there. I have to wait for a light to change, but I'm just gonna walk over, and I think that's him by the base of the flag, and I'll go over and have a chat. So maybe I'll put the camera in body cam mode, which just means hanging off my neck on the strap. Again, we're waiting for the light to change, and there we go. Body cam mode, don't need the tripod at the moment. We'll go see who that is, but I do think it is Abraham Weisfeld. Probably getting prepared. Ah, there we go. Little white guy. Light. Across we go. So, go say hello. Oh, and the police are coming around. Okay. Hi, Abraham.
Hi.
We're in body cam mode here.
Oh, good. Yeah, me too. Well, the police are here already.
Yeah, they were here a while ago. There's two over there too.
Okay. I have a detective sergeant, you know, who's promised to protect me. So I'm going to show the judges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was standing over there, and the security guard came out and told me to leave. So I had a little chat with the police, I guess. Yeah.
Monsieur. Hello. This is a decision of the Judge Bédard, which allows me to come to the Jewish Community Center. The condition of release has been removed. Raillé.
Raillé?
Raillé. Alors, c'était une erreur que j'étais arrêté la dernière fois. C'est le juge Rivard qui décide ici que je suis libre pour me présenter ici. Que vous êtes ici, parce que vous comprenez c'est quoi le judiciaire. Les gens de sécurité ne comprennent rien du tout.
La sécurité. Exactement. Sur le trottoir, il n'y a pas de problème. Oui, je sais, mais ils sont pas obligés de vous laisser rentrer, même si vous avez pris les conditions.
Il n'y a pas de conditions sur moi. Allez. Ça l'a duré les temps, le 15 septembre, le juge Amélie Rivard. Et le premier juge a déclaré qu'elle a fait une erreur. Elle a été mise en erreur par le procureur du Coran. Parce que c'est une condition de police. Alors, un juge peut le renverser. C'est pas une condition de jugement. Je suis interdit d'aller au local de l'organisme Flânant. Mais je ne peux pas aller au bureau.
occuper les conditions sont encore là de ne pas se trouver dans un local appartenant à eux. Il n'y a aucune affaire qui est rayée, c'est juste qu'ils ont changé de libellé.
Non, c'est un local particulier dans l'édifice.
Étant occupé par le CGA. Monsieur, c'est pas ça. Vous comprenez pas, moi je lis ce qui est marqué en termes ici. Et les conditions sont à jour dans le système. Fait que vous avez le droit de manifester en avant, on est ici pour vous expliquer l'ordre de ce qui est arrivé. Moi, je lis ce document-là, je vais le prendre en photo, on va l'envoyer au contentieux. Vous n'avez aucun droit. C'est marqué clairement. Ici, monsieur Weisfield Abraham, modifié avec le greffière, avec le maître avec qui vous avez fait affaire, le procès verbal, de modifier la condition verso. La condition verso a été rayée, juste le libellé. C'est pas communiqué ou tenter de communiquer directement ou indirectement, de quoi de façon. Avec, non, c'est de se trouver dans tout local appartement ou étant occupé par le CGA.
C'est pas le CGA.
Ou étant occupé par le CGA, Fédération CGA, Community Center.
Hey, laisse-moi main.
Non, je veux juste que vous ayez toutes les
Touche-moi
éléments.
pas.
Non, je vais vous expliquer. Ici, je vais vous permettre de faire des choses, mais ma permission, elle est très fragile. Elle est très fragile. Étant donné le contexte actuel dans lequel on vit, on n'a pas le temps de ça. On va vous laisser faire ce que vous avez à faire, vous êtes dans un pays qui est démocratique, OK? Mais vous ne rentrez pas à l'intérieur, vous faites votre manifestation ici, on va tolérer. Dès qu'il y a un affront à ça, peu importe la façon, vous allez être arrêté. Maintenant, voulez-vous que je garde une copie de ça?
Ici, c'est écrit Campus communautaire juif de Montréal. Oui?
Oui, Fédération CGA, en gros.
Mais ça, c'est en dedans. C'est dans un bureau en dedans. C'est pas toute la bâtisse.
Local appartement ou étant occupé par le CGA. Étant occupé par le CGA. Occupé par des membres du CGA. Et voilà,
C'est le local qui est occupé par le CGA.
Mais monsieur,
Pas toute la
vous ne rentrez pas
bâtisse.
ici. Je ne vais pas m'assiner avec vous, c'est terminé. J'ai bien de lire, j'ai pris le temps de lire avec vous. Je vais rester poli avec vous. Je vais rester cordial avec vous. Vous allez pouvoir faire ce que vous voulez ici, il n'y a aucun problème.
OK, je vais demander au sergent détective.
Ben, vous n'avez pas besoin de demander le sergent détective, c'est moi le responsable aujourd'hui.
Oh, mais le supérieur à vous.
Le supérieur à moi.
Jean-Kevin Cooper.
Juste pour être témoin, messieurs, vous allez voir là, les alinéas ont été modifiés. Donc, la en note. 2 fois en 4 pas, se trouver au lieu de communiquer tant que communiquer directement. Je pense que c'est clair. Oui, pas d'autre chose à rajouter. Ok, monsieur. Donc, je pense que les gars vont disposer votre condition. Ah, ben ça.
Alors, je peux rester ici sur le bord. Même si c'est mal. Menacé d'arrestation si je rentre pas le musée dans le poste. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? C'est pas clair, hein? Oui, parce qu'ici, dans... Oui, parce qu'ici, sur le c'est écrit campus. Et en dedans, il y a plusieurs bureaux. La Fédération CGA. Bureau dans le campus. Ok, je vais... Ouais. Ok, je vais pas entrer aujourd'hui, oui, mais je reste ici sur le domaine public à l'extérieur. Oui, d'accord, ok, merci bien. Au revoir.
L'enquêteur vous a dit que vous ne pouvez pas rentrer?
Il ne sait pas. Ils disent qu'il doit consulter un avocat pour savoir un peu. Parce que ça, c'est le bureau de Blanc. C'est pas le truc à Baptiste. Alors, je ne touche pas à la Baptiste non plus. Je fais ma manifestation ici à l'extérieur maintenant. C'est mon affiche.
Fait que c'est clair que si vous mettez le pied à l'intérieur, on peut s'arrêter, vous comprenez? Ça serait plate de se rendre là aujourd'hui, il fait beau. Je pense que vous avez d'autres choses à faire aujourd'hui.
Je t'ai déjà expliqué qu'est-ce que je vais faire.
Vous allez rester
Ok, voilà. Not in our name. Ça veut dire que Israël ne fait pas de génocide au nom du peuple juif. C'est faux. C'est un menteur. Et ça, c'est yiddish. Ma langue à moi. La langue yiddish. Zanish kein fanatique. Ça veut dire, sois pas un fanatique! Okay, I'm free.
Sort of.
Okay.
I don't know if you're free if you can't go in the building.
Well, as long as I'm out here, I'm free.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see what the reaction is from people.
Yeah.
Here's a person. Here's a person. Pas au nom du peuple juif, génocide en Gaza. This is better than going in, actually.
And yeah, just double check everything before going in. You know, I think you probably are within your rights, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Because they intend to arrest me if I.
No, I heard that. I got that.
They don't care about any nuance.
Yeah, no, I got that. I understood
They
that.
don't
Yeah,
care
yeah.
that it's an office. You know,
No, they told you
inside
it's better
the
things to
building,
do with
like-
yourself today. I heard that. You got better things to do. I know. I think you're doing okay here.
I wonder how many people were at the demonstration yesterday.
I don't know. I've actually haven't been to any of them because I've always either not been informed
My
or
colleague,
been
Derek
busy with other
Taha,
stuff.
I spoke to him this morning from the Palestine Cultural Center, and he says that he said 50,000, but I think he meant 15,000.
Right.
Because the Arab dialect, they always, like, not in our name. That's all there is to it.
No, that's the security guard. Yeah. So the security guard.
Let's see if I get closer to the front door.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not in our name.
I will give you one little tip. It's best to circulate back and forth.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but it's better.
I wonder how many people understand the Yiddish. Zanish kein fanatic. You know who told me that? My mother.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I can almost understand it. I took German in CJEP.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah.
After all the war movies.
Mm.
You know, like, not in our name. No way.
You do have to be careful about what their property is. I'd stay on the sidewalk. They might claim that you're on their property. It's
supposed to be the sidewalk because it's got the.
yeah, I believe so. But I was over there, and the security guard.
No problem.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's
Il y a combien des enfants tués aujourd'hui, penses-tu?
Faites votre manifestation.
100, 200 tués dans un jour. Ouais. C'est pas grave. On continue quand même. Ah oui. Oh, people coming. So this is a open door day, for for the Holocaust Museum. You
Right.
need a ticket to get in there.
Right, right,
I was
right.
even told by the director that I could come in.
Right.
But he didn't know my name, so
Right.
maybe that makes a difference. Yeah.
But my understanding of the conditions was you were allowed to go in the building and go to the library, go to the museum. It was just one particular office. But I guess I'll have to double check that.
No way. There's support. The Jewish community has turned against Israel. Yeah.
Some have.
More than some now. Yeah. Then there was the occupation of the Capitol building by 500, independent Jewish voices people saying "not in our name." This is the first time that it was used. I invented it. This slogan, which became, very popular. And now they occupied the Union Station in New York.
Right.
Grand Central Station. That's what it's called.
Right.
They
Right.
occupied
Right.
that as well.
Right.
Not in our name. Okay. Wow, it's nice to have all this police protection.
Yeah, there's 3 cars and half a dozen off. Oh, another one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So, it's the riot squad. The riot squad have arrived. The group intervention are here.
Dann ist kein Fanatik. Geracht. Geracht. Wir dürfen nicht hagen in die Kinder. Die Kinder werden enttäuscht jetzt. Von der Bombe von Israel.
Ja.
Das darf nicht losen. Das ist auf unsere Nummer. Auf der Nummer von den jüdischen Menschen. Von den jüdischen Volk. Das ist nicht Schemes.
Die Jiden sind nicht was. Das ist der einzige Mensch, was legen sie in Feier. Sie sein. Thank you so much.
Not in our name. No way.
Well, I have to say, I'm impressed. You got the group intervention here.
Yeah. They seem very interested there in looking at the sign.
I know these guys, and they know me. Yeah.
Not in our name.
Group intervention?
Bonjour, ouais.
Ouais. So we got the riot squad out for a one-man protest. That's pretty impressive.
Not in our name. No more children to be killed.
That is true. No more children to be killed.
Very
Our
good.
children.
Yeah.
Our children.
Everyone's children are children. They were killed by tank fire and Apache helicopter Hellfire missile that shot the hostages.
Shooting point blank in a baby and putting him in the oven is far
It's
worse.
Israel that shot
It's
them.
far worse. No.
Yes.
My cousin was murdered. Her leg was cut off and her arm was cut off.
By what?
And
A
you
tank?
support them. I'm the Arab. Did you support them? You support the second Holocaust.
An Israeli tank
Massacre
shot the
of kids.
hostages.
Shame on you.
Israeli tank shot the hostages. And you don't even want to listen.
I think you're right. I think they might be here to protect you as much as anything else.
10,000 dead now. 4,000 children.
Whoops.
Before anybody tries to fuck around and say shit that's not, true, because you got anti-Semites that always like to discredit Dr. Weisfeld, he is not pro-police. This is actually what you're seeing here, is that he knows the law, and he's really good at legalisms, and I've warned people about this. He has found a contradiction within this, the civil order. The state runs the courts, but theoretically, the courts could be the one part that you could break away from the state, because it's not naturally state, it's naturally democratic. So when it contradicts itself, you can use this to your advantage. And Dr. Weisfeld is dealing with the contradiction of the law the best way he can by showing the contradiction. So now the police have to protect him in this situation because he is not violating any rules. He's doing a peaceful protest. And more of us should say this, not in our name. Which is also why here at the Bundist Movement channel, this channel is called the Bundist Movement. So that's a vanguard term, as Dr. Weisfeld would put it, but I would also say it's the name of the press, the Bundist Movement, because, and I'm not talking about the Jewish Bundist diaspora movement that sadly met a demise. Nor am I referring to the broader Bundist movement further fully known as Bundist Movement, Jewish Liberation, or an anti-Zionist organization, which I barely knew any of those people. This current thing, like the Bundist movement, is really currently now just me and Dr. Weisfeld. And it is a sort of vanguard situation of old guard, new guard. But I'm new old guard in a lot of ways. I'm getting too old. But this project, of which we bring with what happened with the martyrs and stuff like that, which is on the manuals 1 and 2, is going to be important. There's also some other things that will come out from different Bundists, and people will be able to read this stuff. One thing that I will make a clear-cut statement on is this next thing you're going to see. This is its own chapter, the Jewish Bund in Germany, and it is recognized as part of the Jewish Socialist Bund. Right on. And they are letting you know, not in our name. And I hope that this part 1 of Not in Your Name has been very informative for you. It's not over yet.
Deutsche PolitikerInnen haben in den letzten Wochen immer wieder ihre bedingungslose Solidarität mit Israel ausgesprochen. Vizekanzler Robert Habeck sagte in seiner Rede, dass Jüdinnen und Juden mit Israel nun endlich, Zitat, ihren Platz hätten und wiederholte, dass die deutsche Regierung aufgrund des Holocausts eine historische Verantwortung hätte, jüdisches Leben zu schützen. Wir stehen hier als Jüdinnen und Juden, die sich dazu entschieden haben, in Deutschland zu leben. Nicht wenige von uns haben Israel verlassen, um in Berlin zu leben. Wir sind hier. Sicher oder geschützt fühlen wir uns jedoch nicht. Nicht heute, nicht vor 2 Wochen und auch nicht vorher. Was uns bedroht, sind Rechtspopulisten und Nazis, von denen immer mehr im Bundestag und in den Landtagen sitzen. Was uns bedroht, ist die Verwicklung von Verfassungsschutz, Polizei und Bundeswehr in rechtsextreme Netzwerke. Was uns bedroht, sind RechtsnationalistInnen, die egal wann, egal wo und egal unter welchem Motto demonstrieren dürfen und dabei auch noch von der Polizei geschützt werden. Was uns bedroht, ist der alltägliche und strukturelle Rassismus deutscher Behörden, Kulturinstitutionen und PolitikerInnen des gesamten politischen Spektrums. Was uns bedroht, ist, dass ihr euch versucht weiszumachen, dass der gegenwärtige Antisemitismus nach Deutschland importiert wurde, als ob er nicht fest in der Mitte der deutschen Gesellschaft verankert wäre. Was uns bedroht, ist die Aushöhlung eines Antisemitismusbegriffs, der uns als Jüdinnen und Juden sowie andere rassifizierte Menschen, die für Gerechtigkeit einstehen, immer häufiger zu TäterInnen macht. Was uns bedroht, ist, dass ihr uns zwischen eure historische Verantwortung und einen laufenden Genozid stellt. Einen Genozid, der angekündigt wurde und nun vor unser aller Augen stattfindet. Ein Genozid, den ihr nicht benennt, nicht verurteilt, nicht stoppt, sondern im Gegenteil sogar unterstützt. Wir stehen hier, um euch ein für alle Mal zu sagen, ihr schützt uns nicht.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr das Leid, das unseren Familien von Deutschland angetan wurde, benutzt, um Kriegsverbrechen zu rechtfertigen.
Er schützt uns nicht, indem er unsere Angst und unseren Schmerz instrumentalisiert, um rassistische Hetz zu betreiben.
Ihr stützt uns nicht, indem ihr Israel moralisch und materiell dabei unterstützt, Gaza und seine Menschen zu vernichten.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr der Trauer und der Wut unserer palästinensischen FreundInnen mit brutaler, rassistischer Repression begegnet.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr uns und alle anderen, die Kritik an Israel äußern, das Recht auf Meinungsfreiheit nimmt.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr ganze Bevölkerungsgruppe und Stadtteile unter Generalverdacht stellt. Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr unser Wohl mit dem von Israel gleichsetzt.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr unsere angeblichen Sicherheit immer wieder gegen die Rechte anderer marginalisierter Gruppen ausspielt.
Ihr schützt uns nicht, indem ihr die Vergangenheit durch vorgesetztes Unrecht bewältigt.
Ihr schützt uns nicht und wir brauchen euren Schutz auch nicht. Eure Schutzversprechen sind ein politisches Instrument. Aber wir lassen uns, unsere Geschichte und unsere Erfahrungen nicht instrumentalisieren. Wir widersetzen uns eurem exotisierenden philosemitischen Paternalismus. Wir stehen weiterhin Seite an Seite mit all jenen, die sich gegen jeden Faschismus positionieren. Gemeinsam werden wir weiterhin gegen jegliche Form von Unterdrückung kämpfen, von der Spree bis nach Gaza.
The Jewish Bund in Germany is very strong, and all solidarity to them. The more they do, the more vanguard material they get, because the way this is going to work is we're going to pass Bundism to younger people because it's coming to younger people. There's nothing twisted about that. What's twisted is that Zionists get to indoctrinate our children. No, we can speak for, we will show our children our way out, especially because the biggest difference is among the queer community, Zionists don't actually protect queers, but the Bund does. And the Jewish queer community and Jewish trans community, I don't think I have to go into how far and how large that actually is. So I'm going to bring you to the here and now that Dr. Weisfeld did with Ahmed of Palestine. Steve Struggle will show up at the very end, I believe. Headline reads, and by the way, this is from October 21st, 2023. The headline reads, the actual nature of Palestinian revolution against the Zionist white supremacist state implanted in the Orient by the Occidental powers seeking to colonize the strategic sites in the Orient.
Hey, Ahmed. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
So now this is what we've expected for a long time. There has to be a revolutionary upsurge. There's no choice but to revolt. It's much like the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, in fact.
Absolutely.
Where it comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a ghetto uprising. It's a revolution. It's in making for the past 75 years, more so 55 years, more and more so for 17 years. Okay. So these are people say no to oppression, no to slow death, no for apartheid, no for the ghetto. So what happened on October 7th was a revolution against the oppressors who took their land and put them in a ghetto. And they put them, as they say, the Zionists, put them on diet, meaning they collected, calculated how many are in the Gaza Strip, and they give them enough food to survive, not to flourish. This is worse. This is worse than the apartheid ghettos. It's very similar to the Second World War, the Jewish ghettos and the Jewish concentration camps.
Yes, this is worse than apartheid in South Africa. Yeah, because they think they can get away with it because, the Palestinians are a smaller percentage of the population. That's all they calculate, the power of their military might, and that's it. They're capable of doing it. They're capable of, expelling or annihilating the Palestinians. And then they talk like this too. They say that they're willing to do so. They talk about it in another Nakba. They use the word itself. It's incredible.
We are dealing. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with a narcissistic, psychopathic cult called Zionism. Okay? It is very narcissistic. You listen to their leadership, their military leaders. They always talk as the whole world owes them, and they owe the world nothing. The whole world has to abide with international law and humanity laws. Them They don't have to, because they're entitled. They're entitled because they stole the memory of the 6 million Jews and they appropriate it to themselves in order to come again to the world and say, oh, we are the only ones who could hold the memory of the 6 million who perished in the Nazi camps. Therefore, we could do whatever we want, including genocide.
Exactly. I put out a poster, saying one Holocaust does not justify another. It is, but they have this collective psychosis, amongst them, once they decide, that they have to say something in order to justify their cause, the security of their state, then they say, okay, it's okay to lie, but as long as everybody, lies and nobody denies it, then it becomes, reality. Now, if one person denies it,
they lie actually worse than Goebbels. Goebbels, at least he knew what he's doing. He know that he's a liar. These guys didn't know they're liars. They're, as I said, narcissistic, psychopathic cult. Like, I'll give you a couple of examples. I was watching Russia Today the other day, having an interview with Ehud Olmert, who's supposed to be, quote unquote, a bit on the left side of the Zionists. And another Meretz leader who used to be a leader, he's retired, also a philosophy teacher at Bar Ilan University. Both of them, they talk, about peace and the need for the IDF to go and finish the job in Gaza, etc., etc. And when the interviewer asked them what they think about the fabrication of decapitating 40 babies and rape and murder of all and this, you know what their answer? Their answer was, if you think we will entertain this lie against us, this interview is over. Could you believe? Yeah. Whenever their masters in the Knesset or the government say something, everybody, okay, left or right, of course there's no left there, anyways, left or right, they will toe the line and they believe in it. Those two guys willing to abrogate the interview if the interviewer repeated that the 40 decapitated babies was false. This is how sick we're dealing with.
Even in the United Nations Security Council, they refer to it in an oblique manner, as if it was a valid, event that took place. And the stuff, like even interviews, with Israeli women living in the settlements and the kibbutzim around there.
Yes.
The squatters camps, like they say, oh, well, like the guy was, nice, like he treated me well, he just asked me for a banana, probably there was no bananas in Gaza, But they wanted hostages, and they treated the hostages well. And
There's no hostages. I don't call them hostages. I call them prisoners. They're prisoners of war.
That's right. Yeah, prisoners of war. Yeah. All those cities around, Gaza that were, retaken there, they are part of the original Gaza as outlined in the partition plan. All the territory, Gaza was twice as big as it is now, according to the partition plan.
Yes. And those kids who went into the colonies, I call them colonies. I don't like to call them settlement because settlement give them a bit colonies. Okay, are these kids actually their parents and grandparents came from those areas? They actually went to their own homeland, their actual villages.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, it's
historical irony.
Yes, it is ironic, very ironic. Then the entire West media and establishment, they're parroting the Zionist propaganda as if the history started on October 7th. It did not start before that.
Yeah,
that's so sickening to see the Western enterprise, I call it enterprise, being so fascistic.
And beyond that, even Ahmed, one group, that I am a email list on, with 600 Trotskyists, from North America, the old age people, I got censored on it. I can't post on this list anymore.
Unreal. Unreal.
incredible, you know, because also because of my position, you know, on Donbass, you know, and defending Donbass, you know. And, you know, I thought about, you know, the similarities between the two, you know, because Ukraine, you know, is bombarding the Donbass, you know, not as intensely as Israel is bombarding Gaza, but, you know, it's still the same action.
Up till 4 or 5 days ago, the amount of missiles that rained on Gaza, equivalent of a quarter of a nuclear bomb.
Ooh.
Now we're, today, I wouldn't be surprised to be the equivalent of half a nuclear bomb on a very small area.
Yeah.
You know, the Gaza Strip 365 square kilometers, while the actual built-up area for population is less than 100 square kilometers, where about 2.3 million Palestinians are cramped there. So there's no place for them for safety. They can't find safety.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a sheer terror to live for 14 days being bombed from skies and land and sea. On those people, non-stop. It's unreal. It's there's no parallel to this. Even Dresden attacks by the Allies, it used to take 1 day, then goes for a week without fighting. And the Dresden people used to know what to run, but the Palestinians have no place to run to.
That at the Rafah crossing to Egypt, that
Yes.
the trucks have not been allowed to pass yet.
Yes,
Even
I know.
The Secretary General, did they pass yet?
They were talking about earlier that it will be within the next 5 hours, but I haven't before
That's
getting
right.
into
It
this.
keeps on getting delayed. Even, you know, the Secretary General of the United Nations went down there, you know, to beg Israel to open it up, you know.
It will, if this atrocity, this genocide, okay,
Yeah.
this will backfire on the Zionist enterprise. It will backfire on the West. It will backfire on humanity. This is totally never heard of. Seeing genocide live, seeing genocide live, while the people of the world are doing nothing, while seeing women and children bombed in hospitals, schools, in mosques, in churches.
Churches, yeah.
Yes. In open fields, on the road, on the move. They did not, the Zionists did not spare a spot. They could kill, and they did not. They always kill, bomb.
Yeah. Whenever they
All-
can, they will kill. Yeah.
Yes. So this brings me to the conclusion, which we all know, that brown people's life, non-white European, doesn't matter.
Oriental
It's expandable. It's expandable. It's called collateral damage. While the white people life and European Israeli lives matters. While the 4,100 Palestinian lives so far mostly are innocent women and children, all people, don't matter. It's just a number. And we could move them. They are sheep. We could move them from one space to another space. It's unreal. It's totally unreal. I've been living here for 40 years. I'm very, very much flabbergasted how the reaction of the West and its media toward the slaughter of my people is. It's so sickening. I'm sickened to my stomach.
But now there's international protests. There's developing like an international revolution against all the countries, you know, that refuse to support Palestine. The United States, you know, is the one, you know, that voted against the resolution calling for a ceasefire.
You believe that?
All alone, by itself, the same day that the Jewish Voice for Peace occupied the Capitol building with the 300, 500. Yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing? What the Palestinians are up against? They're not up against occultic, narcissistic, psychopath maniacs.
Yeah.
We are against the entire West, collective West, led by United States. These are the people who are killing my people. They are, what happened, the Zionists are the spearhead of this murdering machine. But without the full support of the West, including our government in Canada, that would not take place. So the entire responsibility 100% squarely lies on the West, mainly United States, Canada, Britain, France, Italy, Germany, Sweden. They all bear the ultimate responsibility after the Zionist henchmen.
Yeah, France is trying to outlaw the demonstrations like we've had, you know, in Ottawa, Toronto,
Yeah.
Montreal. You know, all stuff in France would be illegal, would be attacked by the police. It's incredible. And in England, you know, they're making the holding of a Palestine flag to be illegal.
Yes, but fail. The
Same
people
thing
are
like in the Zionists, you know, what mini empire there, you know, they banned, you know, the Palestine flag. It was banned a long time ago, but then they had to give up. And now they're trying to do it again now.
After the Oslo Accord, they allow it. Okay, because they recognize the PLO.
Yes.
But now they are going haywire.
Yeah.
Okay. They're scared of a piece of cloth. This is how they are.
Yeah.
Okay. They're just a bunch of cowards being murdering women and children and old people, murdering land, murdering everything in their way.
Yeah.
To terrorize the people. That's what they're doing. They're on the revenge spree. That's what they are. They're on revenge spree. And nobody's holding them back.
They're very upset psychologically, you know, because their bubble has burst. You know,
absolutely. What happened on
their
October
psychological
7th?
framework, you know, they're thinking of superiority. It's a white supremacist, you know, mentality that they have, led by the Ashkenazim, you know, even over the Mizrahim and Sfaradim, you know. It's a totally caste system, you know, social.
Yeah, but you know,
even within any class, you know, within the working class, even within the bourgeoisie, you know, like it's all, you know, such a corrupted society, you know, in the social sense. That it cannot, you know, it cannot be coherent, cannot last. The only thing that's keeping it together is, you know, American armaments.
Yes, definitely. What we have in the Zionist state, I don't like, you know, I don't call it Israel. That's too much of respect.
Yeah.
The Zionist entity has it's a European colony. It's a crusade colony. This time is not white Christians. This time is white Jews who accepted the job to do the job as crusaders to the Middle East.
Yeah.
So the so-called Arab Jews or the Mizrahim who joined this enterprise, they have a problem. They have to measure up to the white master who came from Europe, and they have also, beside being Zionists, they have the complex of the color. They have dark brown color, but they have to act and behave like a white man.
Mm-hmm.
So most of them are becoming a white man, what I call them the Oreo mentality. Black from outside, white from the inside. It's like Barack Obama, for example, or Lloyd Austin, the American defense minister. They're all Oreos. This is the Oreos mentality.
Oh, yeah.
So what we have in our hands, Israel, is a white colonial crusade state in the middle of the Arab East, and this place has no place in the middle of the Middle East, and it's only time for it to be dismantled, either by force or by peace. I hope peacefully. I don't like bloodshed, but
the peace means revolution. That's the only way, you know, to get peace.
Yes, absolutely.
It has to be internal revolution within Israel itself. One, there's the Palestinians. Two, there's the Mizrahim if they wake up, you know, and three,
I don't know.
There's the whole West Bank as well, you know, like they stretch, you know, they can get stretched thin, you know, like I think they're holding off on actually invading into the Gaza because they know that if they did, they would have another front, you know, with Hezbollah in the north.
You know,
and then that would, you know, the West Bank, you know, would rise up, you know, at the same time.
That one thing. Another thing, which it's really, I think it weighs heavily on the generals, the Israeli generals' mind, is they know they're soldiers. They know they're a bunch of cowards. They know they're just TikTok boys.
They're not motivated like they used to, you know.
They're not anymore. These are not the so-called pioneers. who fought 1948 war, 56 war, 67, even 73. After that, that's it. No more. We having the new era of TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all these things. These guys, they have other interests besides fighting. They don't want to fight.
Yeah.
They want to go lie on the beach in Tel Aviv with his girlfriend or
that's
her
what happened
boyfriend.
to the rave, party there. That was all soldiers.
Yes.
Right next to the
They're all
military base.
soldiers.
I saw a video of one woman, with her military pants on, dancing, with a bra top, black, with long black hair, beautiful, tall woman. And in the background is, the parachutists coming in from Palestine, to attack the military base. And they were there.
You see,
they
this is
had
very
no
important.
idea what is, the real situation. They had no idea, what Gaza is. They thought
Yes.
Gaza is just, a prison, that they're prison guards or something. What is their mentality? And they want to have fun. Okay, fine. So smashed on ecstasy, and that's it. That's all.
There's one thing I want to bring to attention. Many people, they don't know. They think Israel, the Zionist entity, it's like Canada or United States or France or Italy, where people, they don't go to army. Israel, actually, it's an army, has a state. Okay, Israel is an army, has a state, which means that everybody in Israel is a soldier. Either he is an active soldier or a reservist.
Yeah.
When you finish your compulsory service, you put on a list for the rest of your life. Okay, according to your ability to be a reservist. So those in the rave party who are the average age of 20 years old, they are either active soldiers or just finished the reserve, and they are sitting being as reserve soldiers. Okay, so attacking those or targeting those they are soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay, I am not making any apology to what the people done in October 7th, because this is an outcome, not the reason what happened in October 7th.
That's not the issue. The issue
No.
is the liberation of Gaza.
Exactly. You cannot put 2.3 million people, put them on a diet, put a barbed wire around them, and tell them you cannot leave, you cannot get in without our permission.
Yeah.
If you have a complicated problem, medical problem, you cannot leave until we let you go. Sometimes people die before going to, let's say, to the other abroad hospitals, just because
other hospitals, like there's no hospitals to begin with. The hospitals are finished. No electricity.
They've been bombing them.
All of them are bombed. 25 are damaged by bombs already, and then there's two big ones that were destroyed. So by the bunker,
they're running out of medical supplies. There's no medical supplies.
Yeah.
They actually, I was listening the other day, actually yesterday, to a couple of surgeons. He said, first we're doing surgeries without anesthetic. There's no anesthetic. No, it's gone. It's run out about 4 days ago. So they're doing all these surgeries without anesthetic. Okay, that's number one. Number two, he said, because of the dwindling medical supplies, okay, we are forced to choose between which is more should live and should die.
Which is more likely to live and more likely not to. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So plus, even after doing some surgeries, people are dying now because there's no antibiotics. Because after operations, you need antibiotics.
Yeah.
Many people are dying because of huge bacterial infections. There's no antibiotics. And the Zionists are not allowing these life-saving.
This is why I was so concerned about the Rafah crossing there, if Israel doesn't allow the delivery of goods, then there's no choice. Egypt has to attack Israel, has to, break open the border, Already Egypt, I hear Egypt and Jordan are pledged, to attack from their borders if, the Israel launches a land invasion of the Gaza and forces an expulsion of the Palestinians.
Well, I think what happened. This is what happened. I think if the Israelis decide to go into Gaza by land invasion, which I doubt they would do that, Hezbollah will enter the fray. I mean, full force.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be eventually a regional war.
Yeah.
Where bring in Syria and the Iraqis and maybe then the Egyptian and Jordanian into the fray. I don't think the Americans know the ramification of this situation. They are supporting and encouraging Israel to do. So is the rest of the West. And either way, Israel is gonna lose. It's gonna lose. It's lost. It's lost its image. It lost its so-called deterrence. It lost 75 years of empire of terror. That it's capable of inflicting terror on people, and people has to abide to its terrorism.
Yeah, it's a terrorist state.
It is. It is. What they're doing is terrorism. It's a pure terrorism.
Yeah.
This is textbook case of terrorism. What she is doing on Gaza Strip for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. And they express themselves, explicitly as racist terrorists.
Yeah. They say.
I want to show this again.
Oh.
What does it say on the top here? I forget now.
I can't hear. I can see.
Unity for a just peace. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was the name of the conference that we started the opposition, 2001.
Excellent.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
It was pitiful, actually. There was, about 200 of us, from North America and a few from Brazil.
Yes.
All Jewish, like activists, wanted to found a movement together. We all sort of realized it at the same time. It takes a Jewish revolution to stop the Zionists. This is what I'm doing at the Jewish Community Center. I'm not going to let them ban me from the Jewish Community Center. I've already won one judge's decision, provisional decision until the October the 30th. October the 30th, I hope, to have the whole condition lifted entirely. And then I'm going to go back there. And I'm going to go back, with a survivor friend, who's part of the, Jewish Community Center, survivors group there. I think the survivors are very interested in hearing what I have to say, because I'm a second generation survivor myself. Yiddish speaking and everything, they can't ignore me, and I'm not going to let them,
Very good. No, don't
There's
listen.
so much to do, internally in the Jewish people, because they've been so, blindfolded by the Zionists here who control everything. The one newspaper calls itself Zionist, the one Jewish newspaper in the whole country.
Well, you know what? I strongly believe that Jewish voices against Zionism, whether Jewish for Peace, Jewish Voices, GPLO, Jewish Liberation Organization, all these anti-Zionist Jewish groups, including also to that Satmar and Natori Karta.
Yeah,
all of them. These are real authentic Jews who can delegitimize the Zionist movement from representing the Jews as they claim to be. They have nothing to do with Jews. These are European fascist movement.
Yeah,
they are no less or better than the Nazis and the fascists of Mussolini and the apartheid in South Africa. And the Old South in the United States and the earlier history of Canada with the indigenous people. There's no difference. It's the same mantra, same methodology, same mindset. We are the people, we are the humans, and the rest are not.
Yeah, they say that explicitly now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're very, very outspoken about how tough they are, and they called my people are human animals, like Yoav Gallant, the Israeli defense minister. He said we're dealing with
defense minister.
we're dealing with human animals, and many other like Likud members on the Knesset says there's no civilians in Gaza; they're all terrorists. Like I heard it many times. They say it in English, they say it in Arabic, they say it in Hebrew.
Even the Labour president, Herzog.
It reminds us back to the Nazi era when they blamed the Jews for everything.
Yeah.
And there's no good Jews. They said all Jews are bad. So
Yeah.
it's the same mentality. It's coming back.
It's like a
78
genetic
years.
criteria. It's a racist, racialist criteria.
Exactly.
That
So
they use
what are
to
we
line,
dealing
draw a
with?
line in the world between the Orient and the Occident. And they think that,
Exactly.
the Occident, which is, the junior, like civilization in human history, the juniors think that they're superior, to the ancient civilizations, at the same
Exactly.
time. Yeah.
Exactly. So what do we have in our hand? We have actually another Nazi state. It's in its own different aspects, but in the crust, in the nutshell, they're Nazis.
The term Nazi, is appropriate because I think they are aspiring Nazis. If they could exterminate all the Palestinians, they would.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay?
yeah. You
And they
listen to them.
succeeded so,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they could, they would, but, there's a limitation on them. The limitations on them are imposed, one, by the United States, which is no limitation. And the other limitation, well, the United States doesn't want them to embarrass, the United States, but they want to let them get away with as much as possible before they have to rein them in. It's like a dog on a leash, like a rabid dog.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Like yesterday, I heard, I heard it in the CBC radio, that 30 members of parliament, mainly from the Liberal Caucus, NDP, and the Green Party, send a letter to the Prime Minister to ask him to press for ceasefire. That's it, to ceasefire.
Just
you know what? Do you know what his answer was? Two words: Israel has the right to defend itself. That's it.
Oh, okay.
He's
taking the American line. He's taking the American.
No. He actually from the first day he was more Zionist than Biden. I heard him in that orgy they had. They organized an orgy, a speakers orgy in Ottawa on Sunday. I remember that the following day, and he and all those so-called leaders in Canada. It was an orgy, and you could hear him. He's actually, that he's a drama teacher, right?
Trudeau?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a drama teacher, right?
Oh, he's an actor like Zelensky.
Yes. You know what he did? You should go back to his speech. He acted as he is in shock, and he is holding back tear. And he had his voice cracked.
Pierre Morgan did the same thing, and then he was accused of, promoting, false news. And he said, no, I never did. And so they showed, like the original, this guy.
Yeah, but this guy is the prime minister.
Yeah.
This guy is the prime minister.
Yeah.
We're not talking about an actor, a clown on TV.
Yeah.
We're talking about, he cracked his voice, sound like he's holding back tears. And he was so determined. You should look at it. It's very, very clear. The guy was putting all his skills as a drama teacher. Is not a comical teacher, a drama teacher. Put all his skills into that moment.
Yeah.
And it's so disgusting. It's so sick to see this guy doing.
Well, he's something's really wrong with this guy because he was hosting a Nazi in the House of Commons.
Yeah, could you believe it? Then one of his guys took the fall for him. The speaker.
Yeah.
It's me. I take it. I don't know. Watch this guy will be something big in the future, some kind of position within the Liberal Party or some kind of organization.
No,
because
he was just doing what he knew everybody was thinking. He knew that.
No. You see, you cannot invite somebody to the parliament without the CSIS and RCMP make a profile, a background profile on them.
Yes.
But they thought it will pass, okay? But the media, but they were exposing.
Steve is coming on. But hi, great. Okay, but we only have a couple of minutes left here.
Let him speak then.
Okay, so let's just take a minute so each to conclude, and then we'll start another video after this in another 40 minutes. Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay, good. Okay, so So, okay, Ahmed, in conclusion, for this, audio.
Well, in conclusion, I would say shame on the West, shame on Canada, shame on the United States for slaughtering my people. We will triumph. We will overcome. And Israel will eventually get its spot in the historical garbage bin next to Nazis and the apartheid regime.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree. That's what's going to happen. This cannot endure. And the Jewish people are not going to let it endure, alongside the Palestinian people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So what is your impression of the current revolt of the Palestinians and the occupation and siege on Gaza, Steve?
I think that the Palestinians have resisted in a manner that is among the most heroic in world history. I think the Israelis have lowered themselves to a status lower than that of the devil. I think that what they're doing has shown who they are. We can make a mistake, but this is not a mistake. This is a pattern of behavior we have seen for decades by the Zionist butchers against the Palestinian people in general, and toward people who are called Arabs in particular. It's just disgusting. There's nothing short of evil. Nothing short of sitting. Israel is nothing short of sitting on the right hand of Satan.
Yeah, they wouldn't care if they were.
They wouldn't care.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get together again, an insurgent condition that we're facing.
Yep.
This has been Not in Our Name Part 1. And to finish this, a presentation from an AJ Plus video will be provided for your study. This one came out on AJ Plus on April 7th, 2019.
Anti-Semitism is back. Woo! Trumpism has energized the racist, Jew-hating underbelly of American society. And yet, paradoxically, the Trump administration has also been the most pro-Israel government since Harry Truman. I'm Matt Lieb, and I'm going to explain how we are now somehow living in a world where people can love Israel and hate Jews at the exact same time. If you've been paying attention to the American political landscape for the last 2 years, you've probably noticed it's been a bit Hitlery.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
Trump repeatedly deflected when asked to disavow former KKK leader David Duke.
Last week, headstones were toppled at a Jewish cemetery in St. Louis, Missouri. Police are investigating a slew of bomb threats targeting Jewish community centers all across the country today.
Jews will not replace us!
I'm proud to have that German blood. There's no question about it. Great stuff.
Jesus. That clip would actually be less disturbing if he ended it by drinking a cup of German blood. You'd think someone who ran a campaign so rife with anti-Semitism and supported by Nazis and the KKK would be heavily criticized by the Prime Minister of the Jewish state. I mean, surely Benjamin Netanyahu will have some strong words for Donald Trump.
There is no greater supporter of the Jewish people and the Jewish state than President Donald Trump.
Damn, what? Also, you might remember after the Charlottesville March, Trump famously said there are some very fine Nazi-adjacent marchers. Well, surely that caused the Prime Minister of Israel to condemn Trump. I mean, it had to.
Netanyahu has been notably quiet.
Oh, giving Trump the old silent treatment. I see you. Netanyahu's silence actually speaks volumes, especially when you consider that in 2015, he literally made a plea directly to American Jews to speak out against Obama's Iran deal.
The days when the Jewish people could not or would not speak up for themselves, those days are over.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're only a friend to American Jews when you want something, but as soon as the Nazis show up, you just ghost on us. Man, Netanyahu is a classic boy. But how can someone be both pro-Jewish state and anti-Jewish person? How can a president's two biggest fans be the heads of Israel and the KKK? For the last few decades in America, right-wing pundits, politicians, and Christian leadership have changed the conversation around what constitutes anti-Semitism and shifted the definition from bashing Jews to bashing Israel.
Anti-Israeli and anti-Semitic protests.
Anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic cesspool.
Today, anti-Semitism hides behind the label of anti-Israel.
The new anti-Semitism.
Yep. This ain't my bubby's anti-Semitism. You know, the one that displaced my bubby and killed her bubby and her bubby's bubby and enslaved her great-grandbubby. No, this is the new anti-Semitism, the one that boycotts my bubby's third favorite brand of hummus. Now, this is not to say that criticism of Israel can't be anti-Semitic. It absolutely can be. Calling someone a Zionist as a code word for Jew, or just generally conflating Jews and Israel as if they are interchangeable, is anti-Semitic, because it implies that all Jews are secretly loyal to Israel, which makes no sense, because 66% of Jews do not live in Israel, and 25% of Israelis are not Jewish. But the weird thing about conflating Jew and Israel is that it's actually constantly being perpetuated by American conservatives, evangelical Christians, and Israeli politicians, usually in the same sentence.
A lifelong friend of Israel and the Jewish people.
Pro-Israel, pro-Jewish.
The Jewish people and the Jewish state.
Israel and to the Jewish people. State of Israel, or the Jewish people themselves, Israel and the Jewish people specifically.
They keep saying Israel and the Jewish people as if they're one and the same. Is the word, are you looking for Israeli? Is that the word you're looking for? Because... So why are conservatives constantly conflating the Jewish people and Israel? Well, there's two reasons. Reason number one, by making support of Israel synonymous with support of Jews, they're also making opposition to Israel look like opposition to Jews. And reason number two, if any of your right-wing buddies lets a little bit of the old anti-Semitism slip, like how Steve Bannon reportedly said he didn't want his daughters to go to school with Jews, well, being pro-Israel is a convenient cover.
Are you giving him cover by
for
putting out like that?
anti-Semitism? There's no reason whatsoever to believe that Steve Bannon is anything but a friend of the state of Israel.
No one's talking about Israel, my dude. All right? In no other instance would that line of reasoning be acceptable. Well, of course Steve Bannon doesn't hate Mexicans. He has stated unequivocally that he quieros Taco Bell. And that's just it. Being pro-Israel and getting Israel's endorsement in return gives a ton of leeway for these anti-Semites to do their whole not liking Jews thing. But it still begs the question, why would someone who hates Jews support Israel? Well, there's lots of reasons. Let's start with Steve Bannon.
I'm proud to be a Christian Zionist. That's why I'm proud to be a partner to one of the greatest nations on earth and the foundation of the Judeo-Christian West.
Ooh, he really hit a hard J on Judeo, didn't he? You see, Bannon sees Israel as a natural ally in his racist war between Islam and the Judeo-Christian West, which is code for white European society. It's not that Bannon loves the Jews, it's just that he doesn't hate us as much as he hates the Muslims. He is so sweet. You know, like the way antifreeze is sweet. Also, evangelical Christians, they're some of the biggest supporters of Israel in the United States, but not because they love Jews. They support Israel because of a prophecy that says all Jews must return to Israel in order for Christ to return and commence the end times.
Israel has been reborn as a country. Jews are returning back to the Holy Land after centuries of exile. That's exciting. And those are end times prophecies.
If you're a believer in Jesus, you will go up the rapture. The Jewish people, it's still a mystery how God's going to work all that.
Ooh, it seems like the fate of the Jews is within the mystery box. Let's see what's in it.
2/3 of them are going to die. That 1/3 that's left at the end is going to finally come to the end of themselves. It's not going to be through a process of education. It's going to be through a process of a horrible Holocaust.
Tie. So basically, Christian Zionism is a plot to get all Jews together in Israel so that it triggers a Jewish genocide, and the smattering of Jews left after that will get to choose between Christianity or hell. It's a f***ing long con. Christian Zionists are like the Kaiser Soze of allies. Even some white nationalists like Richard Spencer have shown perverse admiration for Israel.
You could say that I am a white Zionist in the sense that I care about my people. I want us to have a secure homeland.
You realize how insane this is, right? What you have here is an actual Nazi using the state of Israel, which was created in the wake of Nazi atrocities, as a model for a white ethno-state. Even though it's kind of funny that Richard Spencer is so fragile that he thinks that seeing a black good guy in Star Wars is white oppression, it's still disturbing that a Jew hater can look at Israel and think, I like what you've done with the place. And that brings us finally to Donald Trump, who is a much simpler racist, you know, like the way a dog is racist. He likes Israel because he likes walls and fascism.
You know, in Israel, they profile. They've done an unbelievable job. They see somebody that's suspicious, they will profile.
Walls work. Just ask Israel.
Oh my G-D. The right has been trying to coax American Jews into the conservative fold for decades, spreading the fear of a new anti-Semitism infecting the hearts of the left, all the while claiming that conservatives and Christians are the Jews' only real friends. They're gaslighting us. Oh, don't worry about the Nazis marching in the street or sitting in the White House. The real Nazis are boycotting hummus. It shouldn't be all that surprising that the racist, ethno-nationalist, evangelical supporters of Israel who hate everyone that's not exactly like them also hate the Jews. Racist's gonna racist. It's not that crazy. But the fact that the Israeli government can only find their staunchest support among the racist fringes of the radical far right speaks volumes about the direction that Netanyahu is leading the state of Israel. And you know what? I want no part of it. Hey everyone, it would be so rad if you jumped into the comments section to join the discussion about the Jew-Israel anti-Semitism disconnect. And it'd be even more rad if you didn't jump into the comments and be anti-Semitic. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. My name is Matt Lieb. Follow me on Twitter. And please don't, send me a private message calling me a kike.